Hello aqua friends, welcome to my channel. My name's Nicole and today we're going to do these Christmas lights. We're going to start off by using some round circular sponges and masking fluid and adding the dots to the top of the page where all these lights are going. Now a nice trick for you is to soak your sponge in some soapy water first and make sure it's nice and soapy before you dip it into the masking fluid. That way you'll be able to rinse it out and reuse it. So these little sponges I got at Michael's or any local craft store should have these sponge daubers. The foreground of this picture, there are some lights, and I'm just using the side of my wooden dowel to make the actual Christmas lights. So just a few, some suggestions of those ones in the foreground, and then we're going to let it dry. Welcome back. We're going to have a fun and creative time doing these Christmas lights. And I've been playing a lot, you guys, with masking fluid. So I did a video a couple years ago with Christmas lights using stickers, and that's a very popular video. But it is tedious trying to get the stickers, from their film and put them on the paper and so on. Whereas masking fluid is a lot faster. This is what we're going to do here. I'm going to bring over some colors to show you. So just really nice, bright, Christmassy colors. We have a really nice pink. This is the quinacridone red, and it's a beautiful, cool red. I also have a very beautiful yellow, and this is a very powerful orange. And then really nice, bright blue. I have a couple. We'll try a few different ones and see what looks good. Green. Okay, all your standard Christmas colors. This is going to be fun. So my idea, let's switch back to this. So our masking fluid has dried, and I want to take a wet brush first and wet everything. I'm going to take my time wetting this so that we have lots of time to play with the wet paper. So give your paper a good massage. So massage. There we go. Now, I'm going to do the neutral tint over top of all the lights like I did before a couple years ago. But I want there's also like a halo effect around the blues and the reds. And so wherever I see a blue light, I'm going to lay down some blue. And I think we need that to be a little bit more vibrant. I'm just sort of picking some randomly, putting some blues. There's lots of different colors, guys. Yeah, this will be kind of freaky deaky, I think. Switch into some green. Or to try to sporadically place them so that there's a good amount of all these different colors. Okay, let's go for some of this really pretty pink. And our yellow. So these are like the actual Christmas lights that are going to be on a string that we'll draw in later. So I'm going to draw those colors in. Oh, we didn't get some of this bright orange in here too. Let's try that. Oh, do maybe an orange here, there. This is cool, guys. I'm excited. You guys getting ready for the holiday as well? And it goes by fast, that's for sure. So the ones that are in the foreground, they're kind of like bleeding. The light is bleeding on the table, and it just looks cool. I don't want that many green lights. Let's switch it. Switch it to blue. Now, and I do want those lights like kind of bleeding down. So I'm going to take my water, and I'm going to encourage some bleeding. And it's messy. This part's messy. So, ooh, just looks like a rainbow of colors right now. So these colors, they have to be very bright in the foreground. I'm not so worried about the background so much because the background's like a lot darker. Okay, gravity helps, guys. Gravity helps. Okay, so we're just gonna let that dry now. See you back in a minute. Welcome back, and now we're gonna start the second layer, and we're gonna do that by wetting our paper first. So I have a very large brush. This is my Princeton flat brush. It's a 1.5 inches. I'm gonna use my number 12 brush. Okay, and I'm gonna kind of put this in spots, not completely covering up the whole background. Where I do see some more darker areas, I'm gonna do it darker. And then there's like bands, dark bands kind of going down. Guess you could say this is kind of gonna be like an abstract painting in a way. Now with a lighter mixture, kind of want to go on that angle that the grain of the wood is. But I don't want to cover that up too much. So what I want to do is where the bright lights are, I will pull up some of that black off of the colored parts. I'm going to try using a fan brush just to get some of the texture I'm seeing here. Might be too wet for that. See a little bit of the texture. Just a suggestion of some lines. So that is it for the neutral tints layer, and we're going to have to let this whole thing dry. The next step will be taking the masking fluid off and putting those bokeh lights in. Okay, so now I'm back, and the fun part, taking off the masking fluid. Okay, so I think I have it all. Feels pretty good. Now I'm going to use my smaller brush, my size 6, to put in all of our lights here. So I'm just working one color at a time. Now is going to come the part where I'm going to draw where the lights are in the foreground, I think with a pencil, so that we could go ahead and get those loops of lights in. So I am making them sort of go in all kinds of directions here. So we're just trying to figure out kind of where my lines are going to go for these lights. So with my same number 6, now I'm going to go into the neutral tint. I'm not sure if I want it that dark either. Wanted that one to kind of fade into the shadows there. I think this turned out really neat. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you next week.